Hi, welcome to Training Talk. My name is John Cullen, and I'm your host for the weekly series here at the Institute of Police Technology and Management, as we offer you a look inside of different training tips, case studies, and some of the excellent classes we offer as we strive to train the next generation of law enforcement. At this time, I'm going to send you over to our subject matter expert who's going to share this week's weekly tip.
Welcome. Let us discuss the qualities of essential professional excellence. Something that I borrowed from our friends over at NASA, the creed of the flight controller. To instill in ourselves these qualities, essential professional excellence, their qualities that they've identified were discipline, competence, confidence, responsibility, toughness, teamwork, and vigilance. So let's talk about this for just a moment. Do we as leaders instill a sense of, or the quality of discipline within our organization? I think we do. I think we hold ourselves accountable, and in fact, more so than I think we're given credit for, in the most part. Unfortunately, we've had those instances here and there where certain organizations do not hold themselves accountable when in reality they should. Competence. As leaders, I mean, let's be realistic for a moment. If we're sitting here dialoguing or having this video presentation, we're trying to gather more competence, more experience, more understanding of how things are. As leaders, do we have to experience confidence? Yes, we have to take charge and be in charge sometimes when nobody else wants to. And then responsibility, we have to take responsibility not only to be in charge and accountable, but also take responsibility for the growth, the mentoring, the development of our subordinates and those people that benefit from our leadership. And there has to be a little bit of toughness that comes with that. We have to be rigid in how we enforce our rules and regulations, if you will, within our organizations, but we also have to be mentally and physically tough. Mentally tough in the fact that we're going to experience a number of things and we can't shy away from that. And of course, teamwork. The most important dichotomy of leadership is that it's a teamwork operation. Whether we choose to admit this or not, it's part of a team if you're doing it right. And then lastly, vigilance. This one was added as a result of a horrific crash where folks lost their lives. But think about us. Why must we be vigilant in law enforcement or as public safety professionals? Because quite frankly, people's lives depend upon it. And this is the one thing that I wanted to bring up here. Number two, to always be aware that suddenly and unexpectedly, we may find ourselves in a role where our performance has ultimate consequences. As masters of disasters, law enforcement officers, public safety professionals, no matter what your title is, no matter what your job description is, we all have an important role and responsibility. Our decisions, our performance may have ultimate consequences, the things that we do in this job. And so it's imperative for us to instill as part of our leadership responsibilities that trust, that communication, the openness for our people to be able to grow, to mold, to develop, so that way, as we do have to make these important decisions, we can try to do things quickly, safely, efficiently, but also with the understanding that our decisions or our performance does have ultimate consequence. And lastly, to recognize that the greatest error is not to have tried and failed, but that in the trying, we did not give our best effort. How many times do we half-step on certain things as leaders? How many times do we, in some instances, try to become like electricity and take the path of least resistance? And do we owe our people a responsibility? Did we take an oath? Do we take if you will, a pact or sign a pact that we were going to be responsible? Absolutely. And so I think it's important that this is that proverbial come out and give 10% or 110%. This is the proverbial role that if we don't maximize our best effort, we're going to start to see people fail. So these are a couple of things I want to leave you with. How do we as leaders instill the importance to our people to always be aware that suddenly and unexpectedly we may find ourselves in a role where our performance has ultimate consequences? In closing, how do we as leaders instill the importance that our job has ultimate consequences? And I think it's imperative for us as leaders to have that openness and that discussion and create an environment where our people not only can trust us, but can be trusted. And so it's imperative that we try our best and we put forth our best effort. Again, thanks for joining us and have a great day.
Thanks for watching this week's Training Talk tip. We hope that you found this beneficial As you move forward in your investigations, please be sure to comment if there's any future training talk tips that we could bring to you or areas of interest. And while doing so, we'd like you to follow us on all of our social media channels so that you can stay in tune with the latest training. While doing so, also check us out at IPTM.org, where we have a large catalog of courses that are offered throughout the country. And if there's not one nearby, perhaps reach out to us and we could bring the training to you. Again, we hope that you follow along, found this useful, and we look forward to seeing you next week.